Hi, I'm Josh Bloom. Welcome to another video in the RSP Supply Education Series. If you find that these videos are helpful to you, it certainly helps us out if you could give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about solar-powered electrical systems. However, for the purpose of this video, we want to focus on a few tips and tricks that you might use when trying to plan for one of these systems and how to make sure that it works in the way that you intend it to. We plan to discuss some things that need to be considered when making sure that your system is sized correctly. We will talk about doing a site survey to ensure your system meets certain requirements for the solar panels that you intend to use. We will also talk about some of the other hardware that is needed to make sure that your system functions the way you expect it to for a long time to come. As always, the information shared in this video is intended to provide only a basic overview of this topic and should never take the place of proper electrical instruction. With that being said, let's look at a few tips that can help save you time and money when you are looking to install a solar-powered electrical system. Before any hardware is purchased and any other power calculations are completed, you should always start with a site survey. This is one of the most commonly overlooked steps when planning a solar-powered setup. Too often, solar systems are installed only to find out that the sun's light is limited in the location that the panels were installed in, or that the angle in which you need to install the panels at will not generate enough power for your hardware needs, or that you simply do not have the room anywhere on site to install this type of system. Doing a proper solar site survey can assist in preventing some of these common challenges that you may encounter. Another very important step that should never be overlooked is to take inventory of all the electrical components and hardware that you intend to use in your system. By doing this, you can accurately identify what the maximum power requirements are for each component. With this information, you can sum the total power requirements for your entire system. One note on this point: it is important to always look at the maximum power draw for a particular piece of hardware. If this is not accounted for, it is likely that you will size your system too small and can run into issues sometime down the road. Another point is, once you have completed your power calculations for your system, you should add a safety factor on top of that calculation, at least 10 to 20%. This will again make sure that you are selecting solar hardware that will provide plenty of power with room to spare, which can allow for future hardware expansion or changes down the road without needing to replace your solar panels. The last point we will talk about today is the solar hardware itself. Pay attention to this hardware and make sure that it meets your power requirements. For example, pay attention to the supply voltage from the solar panels. This can vary from 12 volts to 24 or 48 volts depending on the panel and how it was made. Make sure that the charge controller that you select can handle the current loads that you intend to place upon it. Also, pay attention to the features that the charge controller will offer. Some are very simple and don't allow for much configuration at all, while others are quite complex and allow for monitoring and changes to be made on the fly. Also, make sure to account for proper battery backup. In order to do this properly, you need to determine how much time might potentially go by without sunlight. A common way to do this is to look at the shortest day of the year and determine how much direct sunlight your panels might get on that day. You must also account for poor weather and cloudy day situations. Depending on how critical your system is, will likely dictate how much battery backup you choose to provide. Whether it is just enough to get you through the night or it is enough to last several days. It all depends on your specific application. By following a few of these simple guidelines, you can make sure that your solar-powered systems will be able to generate enough power for all of the hardware in your application, while also giving you the peace of mind in knowing that your system is designed properly and will last well into the future. For a full line of solar hardware and other equipment, as well as thousands of other products, please go to our website. For more information or other educational videos, go to rspsupply.com, the internet's top source for industrial hardware. Also, don't forget, like and subscribe.